Have you ever been in a room when someone suddenly turns off the light? That split second of surprise, that disorientation? Now, imagine that feeling. But for the entire planet. In a single moment, without a single warning. What if the sun just clicked off? Hello and welcome. Let's talk about what happens if our nearest star, the sun, the anchor of our solar system, simply vanishes. Not an eclipse, not a slow death, but ***, gone without a trace. This isn't just a story about darkness. It's a story about everything we take for granted, from the gravity that holds our feet to the ground, to the very air we breathe. And trust me, the plot twists are wilder than any sci-fi movie. First, a crucial, mind-bending fact. The sun is about 150 million kilometers away. Light takes about 8 minutes to travel that distance. So, if the sun vanishes, we on Earth would have absolutely no clue for a full 8 minutes. We'd be blissfully unaware, living on borrowed light. So, let's set the scene. It's a beautiful afternoon. You're scrolling through your phone, maybe chatting with a friend. And then, it happens. Not a sunset. Sunsets are slow, beautiful, and colorful. This is different. Imagine the world's master switch being flipped. One moment, it's day. The next, it's not. The sky doesn't fade to orange and pink, it snaps to an inky, star-studded black. The brightest thing in the sky instantly becomes a full moon, if it's up, casting eerie, sharp shadows. But the moon itself would also go dark a second later, as it only reflects the sun's light. The immediate reaction? Global, utter pandemonium. And I mean, *global star. Every part of the world in daylight is plunged into this unnatural night. Planes mid-flight would have a terrifying crisis. Cars would screech to a halt. The world would erupt in a symphony of screams, sirens, and confusion. Our entire civilization runs on a 24-hour day-night cycle. In one instant, that clock is shattered. But the darkness is just the opening act. The real show is about to begin. Without the sun's warmth, Earth starts to lose its heat. Fast. Think of it like turning off your home's heater in the middle of winter. The house doesn't freeze instantly, but the temperature drops steadily. Within the first 24 hours, the global average temperature would drop by a few degrees. You'd feel a distinct chill. After a week, the average surface temperature would be around 0 degrees Celsius, 32 degrees Fahrenheit. We're talking a worldwide frost. Summers, winters, tropics, it doesn't matter. Everyone is now living in the same freezing cold reality. But here's a twist that's even cooler, or should I say, *colder star. This is where our script gets really interesting. What happens to our planet's path*? You see, gravity also travels at the speed of light. So, those same 8 minutes after the light goes out, we would also stop feeling the sun's gravitational pull. And we are, right now, flying around the sun at a breathtaking speed of about 107,000 kilometers per hour. The moment the sun's gravity disappears, Earth stops circling. It's like the string tethering a ball you're spinning around suddenly snaps. We would fly off in a straight line, a cosmic hockey puck, hurtling in whatever direction we were moving at that moment, out into the deep, interstellar darkness. We'd become a rogue planet, a lonely traveler between the stars. Our new address? Nowhere. The ultimate "you are here" arrow on the universal map would just point to an empty, black void. As weeks turn into months, the temperature continues its nosedive. Within a year, the average global surface temperature would plummet to a breathtaking -100 degrees Celsius, -148 degrees Fahrenheit, and keep falling, eventually stabilizing around -240 degrees Celsius -400 degrees Fahrenheit, just a few degrees above the absolute coldest temperature possible in the universe. The air itself would change. Our atmosphere would begin to condense and freeze, falling to the ground as a fine snow. First the water vapor, then the nitrogen, and finally the oxygen. We would literally be breathing less and less air, until the air is gone. The sky would no longer be blue, it would be a perpetual, starry black. And what about dinner? Well, the dinner party is over. Photosynthesis, the process plants use to turn sunlight into food, stops immediately. The entire base of our food web collapses. Grass, crops, trees, algae in the ocean, they all die. Herbivores that eat the plants starve. Carnivores that eat the herbivores starve. The entire cascade of life, from the mightiest whale to the smallest bee, is broken. Humanity's only chance for survival would be in specialized, self-sustaining bunkers. Think nuclear or geothermal power for energy, and massive hydroponic farms growing food under artificial lights. We'd be like bugs in a jar, huddled around our own tiny, artificial suns, while a permanent, silent winter reigns outside. All international borders would become meaningless. The only communities left would be subterranean ones, clinging to the Earth's internal heat. It's a grim picture, I know. But our script has a few resilient characters. Who would be the ultimate survivors of this cosmic disaster? Not us, not on the surface. The real winners would be the creatures of the deep sea, specifically around hydrothermal vents. These are cracks in the ocean floor where the Earth's internal heat seeps out, creating oases of warmth and minerals in the eternal cold and dark of the deep ocean. Tube worms, weird shrimp, and bizarre bacteria that don't need the sun, but get their energy from the Earth's core itself, would carry on as if nothing happened. Their world hasn't changed one bit. It's a humbling thought, the last living inhabitants of Earth wouldn't even know their star was gone. The underground humans? Our new life would be a constant struggle for resources, for power, for food. We'd tell stories about the great light in the sky and the feeling of warmth on our skin. It would become a myth, a legend. Our entire psychology would shift. We would become a species defined by loss, living in the ruins of a world that once was, forever dreaming of a light we once took for granted. So, the next time you feel the sun on your face during a morning walk, or you squint your eyes against its bright afternoon glare, take a second. Appreciate it. That ball of fire 150 million kilometers away isn't just a source of light and warmth. It's our anchor. It's our timekeeper. It's the engine of our weather, the artist of our skies, and the ultimate power source for every bite of food we eat. Its sudden disappearance is one of the most dramatic thought experiments we can run. It reminds us of our fragile, beautiful, and incredibly lucky place in this universe. We are, all of us, passengers on a spaceship called Earth, orbiting a magnificent star that does so much more than just help us see. It keeps us alive. And with that, I'll leave you with a thought. Maybe the most extraordinary thing about the sun isn't what would happen if it vanished, but the incredible reality that it's there at all. Thanks for your watching.